Bonjour and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a topic near and dear to my heart, which is how to stay in shape while traveling. This is not a how-to video in terms of giving you a bunch of exercises or prescribing an exercise routine. It's my general strategies of how to maximize your travel time and your enjoyment while also maintaining your fitness. Let's get into it. So, my entire life, I have struggled with controlling my weight. I'm genetically predisposed. Both of my parents were overweight, and that's kind of putting it nicely in case they watch this video. And so I've actually had that struggle. Staying in shape is very important to me. Before I left the US, I have time to kill, so I was actually doing 2-a-day workouts. Now that I'm traveling, I don't really want to spend the time to do 2-a-day workouts. So, kind of my tips for staying in shape and maximizing your travel time is number one, use fitness as tourism. By that, I mean find an activity that interests you and do it. I love to run. I love being outside. I love running with my dog. He's a slow runner, so it's kind of perfect. We normally go for 3 runs a week down the Seine or through the city. Today we're not going to run, but as soon as we're finished shooting these videos, we're actually going to go walk about 6 to 8 miles roughly, exploring the canals of St. Martin. It was on my to-do list anyway. So consider fitness tourism, i.e. find things you want to do and can you integrate it with a run, can you integrate it with a bike ride, can you use Lime or e-bikes in the city you're visiting to get around so that you get some exercise while you're out and about anyway. I have found that some of the most exhilarating runs have been early in the morning when a city has yet to come alive and I get the whole city to myself to maybe stop at a bridge and take a picture, or at night when the lights are just coming on. It's absolutely gorgeous. So integrate it into your already existing plans. I have found a great resource is greatruns.com. I've referenced it on my website on the blog post that goes with this, but it is a wonderful place to get some ideas for runs that are very scenic and will show you the city or the area you're in. Number two, use as an excuse to meet people. I kind of touched on this in an earlier video, but if you're long staying somewhere, say I've been in Paris 6 weeks, if you're long staying and you want to start meeting people in the city that you're in, joining a gym is a great way to meet people. Joining a group that bikes a biking tour is a great way to meet people. All of these things are great ways to meet people when you're out and about and to maybe get to know some local folks if you're joining a gym, using ClassPass, going to a spin class. All of these are options. I know ClassPass does have availability in Paris. I haven't searched every city, but it has actually availability in a lot of cities, and if there's not ClassPass, there's something equivalent to it. So if you want, use it as a chance to meet people. Tip number 3, and I recently discovered this, I'm going to pass on to you guys. Fitness bands are your best friends. Cardio is easy. Cardio can be taking care of running. Cardio can be running a bike. Cardio can be doing a lot of things, right? It can be doing 45-second worth of jumping jacks in your house. But what I was missing, what I was concerned about when I embarked on this adventure was how to stay strong. Because as I get older, right, preserving muscle mass, preserving strength are sort of keys for me. So one of my trainers introduced me to fitness bands. I laughed at them and said, you really? Look at how much weight I lift. Do you think fitness bands are going to work? Oh, they work. Trust me, they work. I used them and I was sore as hell the next day. So my advice is buy some fitness bands and utilize them because they are absolutely wonderful. They take up no space and they're cheap. So get some fitness bands and utilize those. And in accordance with that, tip number 4 is utilize online resources. Like I told you guys, this is not a video on how to do exercises or what exercises to do. I am not a personal trainer. I do not want to be a personal trainer. I love fitness. I love talking about it. I will sit and talk to you till I'm blue in the face about it. But there are people that do this for a living and they're very good at it and they publish a lot of free, awesome content. So when you get those fitness bands, Google fitness band workouts and you will get thousands upon thousands of results. You will see many YouTube videos by very smart people telling you how to do that. If you do not want to utilize free resources, I love Peloton. I'm a huge fan of Peloton. I've loved Peloton since I was an early adopter and I had the bike, and now I don't really use the bike that much. It's composed the strength workouts, the yoga. Well, I don't really use yoga. I use stretching. But you get the point. Their app is actually a steal. I don't get paid by Peloton. I have no endorsements with Peloton, but I love Peloton. So there are professional online resources if you want well choreographed and well videographed workouts to do. You can download them to a smartphone or tablet in advance so that you don't have to burn through your data, which is key. And so that's something to consider. And tip number 5 is something that is hard for me to talk about, which is I personally tend not to have an off button. That has not always served me well. What my general cycle is, I go like crazy for months and months, and then I burn out. And when I burn out, I take 1 to 2 months off, and I lose a lot of my fitness, and then I gain a lot of weight, and I come back, and I spend 2 to 3 months getting back to where I was, right? We're all familiar with that cycle. And so I'm going to propose to you that maybe while you travel, it is time for a strategic scale back. And by that, I don't mean losing fitness, because the number one key is it is easier to stay in shape than to get in shape. Think that through. But you are also great as you are, right? And in my mind, traveling may be an excuse for a strategic scale back, not to lose your fitness, but to say it's okay if I'm not improving and constantly going up. It's okay to simply maintain. And you can maintain with a lot less than it takes you to change. So, for example, before I left the United States, I was doing 2-a-day workouts because I had the time, because I wanted to. I wanted to see what would happen. And it was great. I dropped a ton of weight. It does everything they tell you it's going to do if you do it correctly, but you're exhausted and you're fatigued and you live around working out. While traveling, I'm doing the opposite. I'm doing only working out 4 to 5 days a week, which is not much for me, and I'm doing normally 1 hour a day. Sometimes I do a longer workout, but that's because I have the time and I just have the energy to burn. But generally, my workout consists of running OD or an hour of strength training, but not both. Sometimes I will throw on a Peloton bike workout because I'm at the gym and I'm like, I really feel like burning some of this energy, or hey, I'm gonna go have a really big meal later, so let's burn some of that off. But my point is, consider this a time to refocus on your goals and maybe say, for the next 6 months, a year, whatever it is, I'm not going to worry about getting stronger. I'm going to worry about maintaining what I've got and staying in good shape and enjoying my time and my life in this travel experience. So those are my tips for staying in shape while you're traveling. And in large part, I want you to focus on all the tips, but tip number 1 is particularly imperative. Enjoy your time. Integrate your fitness into what you would already do. Consider the walk and walking around to be part of maintaining your fitness. All right, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button and join me on my journey. I would love to have you comment and be a part of this, because I do get a little lonely when traveling by myself. See my earlier video on how to deal with loneliness. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.